like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back the way the stretch. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab from man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Yeah.
All of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
There we go. 20. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Drop deep.
Looking to throw. Prescott connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Prescott. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's pulling like clockwork right now for them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Push him back. Push it back. Watch the ship. Hey.
Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. It would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Newton to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner is giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
This is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Vander Esch on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Newton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Man, I got you. Check.
Newton now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
4 down. Mike 50. Danny. Mike 50. Watch the run. Check. Under 10.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We got four.
Prescott now from the 50. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A draw play for Mixon. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And how about the big boy showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone
all eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reach.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton airing it out for... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, 48 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack on first down, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a run with McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready, 52. 3 bud. Check 31.
Here's Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That's it. Gun. Look at it. You. Go.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Newton's pass is on target to Moore, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3, putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Watch the shot. Hatchet. Jake, 8. Jim, 8. Check 37. Kill. Slam. Out.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready. What we got?
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Great.
From the gun, here's Newton. That is incomplete.
Newton's pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Switch. Wide. Get wide. Check 13. Check 13. 20. Gun. Motion. Watch the motion. Here we go.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
180. 8. Gun. Check. Gun. Sit.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you've got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Great. 50, Mike's 50.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and disappoint.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Stepping up, he'll try and run, and avoids draws a contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yeah, let's get set.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. It got his man complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here go 46.
From the 36, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On play action, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Check 24. Let's go. Watch the safety creep.
McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard. The 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott from the gun. He finds his running back, Mixon. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Prescott, and the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey. 4 down.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Maher is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets them a little closer, but clearly field goals are not going to be enough to win this game, at least not this deep into it.
Yeah, agreed if this were the 2nd quarter. But since we're in the 4th, still 2 scores down, the question would be, did the field goal do much for you? But we have to admit, from the time we've been calling these games, how fast we've seen teams play, there's still a possibility, right?
Madden moves in a hurry.
Yes, it does.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Newton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
Shit. What? Twist. Hey! What is it?
On 1st down, Pryor. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on third down, Newton completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another run here on 2nd and 8. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Newton on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
180. Choose the mic. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Panthers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota.
just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health.